Have you ever felt that rush of excitement when you discover unexpected money in your bank account? Picture this. You pick up your phone, open your banking app, and there it is, a sum of money you never anticipated. Surprising, isn't it? But let me assure you, if you've come across this video, this is no coincidence. The universe is sending you a message through this very moment. Coincidence? Or a sign from the universe? This video holds a message crafted just for you, a message that could reshape the way you view your financial and spiritual journey. In the next few minutes, we will explore a transformative principle rooted in Buddhist teachings. These insights hold the power to create profound changes in your financial reality and overall sense of well-being. Stay with us to uncover how the universe delivers abundance to those ready to embrace it. The visuals gently transition, fading into soft, glowing light that represents energy and connection. The message is clear. Something profound is about to unfold. To explore the key messages of the article more thoroughly, let's break them down into smaller, actionable insights. Each point will be analyzed in detail, enriched with stories from Buddhist teachings, practical examples, and daily practices that you can implement to transform your life. 1. The mind is everything. What you think, you become. Our journey begins with one of the Buddha's most profound teachings. The mind is everything. What you think, you become. These words hold a universal truth that transcends time and culture, reminding us that the mind is the root of all experiences. Every moment of our lives, whether joyous or painful, is shaped by the thoughts we nurture, the beliefs we hold, and the perspectives we embrace. The Buddha's wisdom underscores a fundamental truth. The external world we perceive is but a reflection of our inner world. When our minds are overwhelmed by anxiety, resentment, or fear, these emotions manifest in our reality as struggles, conflicts, and setbacks. On the other hand, when we fill our minds with positive thoughts, gratitude, and inner peace, our lives begin to reflect harmony, abundance, and happiness. 1.1. The philosophical meaning. What does it mean when the Buddha says, "What you think, you become"? At its core, this teaching emphasizes the power of thought in creating our reality. Our thoughts are not merely fleeting moments of mental activity. They are the seeds we plant in the soil of our lives. Just as a farmer cannot expect to harvest wheat if they sow weeds, we cannot expect a joyful life if our minds are filled with negativity. This principle has been echoed in countless Buddhist parables. One well-known story speaks of two monks traveling together. They come across a woman who cannot cross a muddy stream. One monk carries her across, and the two continue their journey. Hours later, the second monk, upset and fuming, asked his companion, "Why did you carry her?" "We are not supposed to touch women." The first monk calmly replies, "I left her back at the stream hours ago." "Why are you still carrying her?" This story illustrates how our thoughts can imprison us, even after the events that triggered them have long passed. The second monk's mind, consumed with judgment and anger, shaped his experience into one of suffering. The first monk, by releasing the moment, maintained his peace. The teaching goes further to highlight that our thoughts not only shape our emotional states, but also influence the outcomes we attract. If we view challenges as insurmountable obstacles, they will remain so. However, if we see them as opportunities for growth, we unlock potential solutions and inner strength. In essence, the Buddha reminds us that we hold immense power within ourselves. By becoming mindful of our thoughts, we can take control of the reality we create. It is not our circumstances that define us, but the way we choose to think about and respond to them. The Buddha's teaching, "The mind is everything. What you think, you become," is not just a philosophical idea. It is a truth we experience in our everyday lives. Our thoughts act as filters through which we interpret the world, shaping how we perceive situations, interact with others, and navigate challenges. Think about this. Have you ever started your day in a bad mood? Perhaps you woke up feeling irritated, frustrated, or tired. On such days, even the smallest inconveniences, like traffic, a delayed email, or a curt comment from a coworker, seem to magnify, leaving you feeling like the entire day is ruined. Now consider the opposite. Imagine waking up feeling hopeful and energized. On these days, things seem to flow effortlessly. Even if you encounter challenges, you're more likely to approach them with patience and creativity. The same situations, traffic, a delay, or a rude comment, feel less significant and easier to navigate. These contrasting scenarios demonstrate how your mindset directly influences your experiences. The events of the day remain the same, but the way you perceive and respond to them is determined by the quality of your thoughts. This is the power of the mind at work. Let's take another example. A person working in a high-stress environment might feel overwhelmed by constant deadlines and workplace pressure. If they allow negative thoughts like, "This is too much for me," or "I can't handle this," to dominate, their stress increases and they might even feel paralyzed. However, if they consciously shift their perspective, viewing the pressure as an opportunity to learn, grow, and prove their abilities, they may find a renewed sense of purpose and determination. Their mindset can transform a seemingly unbearable situation into one filled with meaning and growth. This principle applies to relationships as well. If we hold on to resentments or focus on flaws in others, conflicts often arise, and our connections can feel strained. But if we choose to see the good in people, offering compassion and understanding, our relationships flourish. The truth is, what you think has the power to shape not only your emotions, but also the results you achieve in life. For instance, a student who believes they are incapable of succeeding might avoid studying altogether, reinforcing their belief through poor performance. On the other hand, a student who believes in their ability, even if they start with challenges, will be more motivated to put in the effort, ultimately achieving better results. The Buddhist teaching reminds us that our external reality mirrors our internal world. When we plant seeds of fear, doubt, and negativity in our minds, they grow into the reality we experience. But when we cultivate thoughts of positivity, gratitude, and resilience, our lives begin to reflect these qualities back to us in profound ways. In the next section, we will dive into practical methods to consciously shape your thoughts and, in turn, transform your reality. The Buddha's teaching, "What you think, you become," offers profound insight into how we can reshape our lives by consciously directing our thoughts. It's not enough to merely understand this principle. We must actively practice it in our daily lives. By cultivating mindfulness, positive affirmations, and gratitude, we can transform the patterns of our thinking and ultimately, the reality we experience. Mindfulness meditation. Mindfulness meditation is one of the most effective ways to become aware of your thoughts and take control of them. By sitting quietly and observing the flow of your thoughts, you can identify recurring patterns, both positive and negative. Here's a simple practice you can try. Set aside 10 minutes in a quiet space each day. Close your eyes and focus on your breath. As thoughts arise, observe them without judgment. Ask yourself, what thoughts are dominating my mind right now? Are they serving my well-being, or are they holding me back? With practice, this awareness will allow you to interrupt negative thought patterns and replace them with more constructive ones. For example, if you notice frequent thoughts like, "I'm not good enough," you can consciously counter them with, "I am capable and I am growing every day." Mindfulness teaches you to take charge of your mental landscape, turning it into fertile ground for positive transformation. Positive affirmations. Our inner dialogue has immense power to shape our self-perception and actions. Positive affirmations, deliberate, uplifting statements, can help reprogram your subconscious mind and align your thoughts with the reality you want to create. Every morning as you wake up, try saying affirmations such as, "Today is a new day filled with opportunities. I am calm, capable, and resilient. Abundance flows to me effortlessly." By repeating these affirmations daily, you train your mind to focus on positivity and possibility. Over time, these thoughts begin to influence your emotions, actions, and results. Gratitude practice. Gratitude is a powerful tool for shifting your mindset from scarcity to abundance. When you focus on what you have, rather than what you lack, you cultivate a sense of contentment and attract even more reasons to be grateful. Here's a simple gratitude exercise. Every evening before you go to bed, write down 3 things you are grateful for that day. They don't have to be grand or life-changing. They can be as simple as enjoying a warm meal, having a meaningful conversation, or seeing a beautiful sunset. Reflect on these moments of gratitude and notice how they make you feel. Gratitude rewires your brain to seek out the positive in your life. By regularly practicing gratitude, you shift your focus from negativity to appreciation, creating a mental state that welcomes abundance and joy. Living with intention. Finally, make it a habit to approach each day with intentionality. Before starting your day, take a few moments to set a clear intention. Ask yourself, what kind of person do I want to be today? What thoughts will guide me? For example, you might set an intention like, today I will approach every challenge with patience and optimism. I will focus on my goals and not allow distractions to take over. When you live with intention, you take proactive control of your thoughts instead of allowing them to be shaped by external circumstances. By applying these practices consistently, you'll begin to notice subtle yet profound changes in your life. Your thoughts will become more positive, your emotional resilience will strengthen, and your actions will align with the outcomes you desire. The Buddha's teaching is a reminder that we are not powerless in the face of life's challenges. Our thoughts hold the key to transformation. When we master our minds, we master our lives. 2. Inner peace, the universe's first gift. Imagine standing in the midst of a storm, winds howling, rain pouring, chaos all around. Most of us would feel anxious, overwhelmed, and desperate to escape. But what if you could stand there calm and centered, knowing deep down that the storm would pass? This sense of unshakable calmness, regardless of external circumstances, is the gift of inner peace. Inner peace is not about avoiding challenges or living a life free of problems. Instead, it's the ability to remain grounded and resilient in the face of adversity. The Buddha taught, do not dwell in the past. Do not dream of the future. Concentrate the mind on the present moment. These words remind us that peace is found not in external achievements or in controlling the uncontrollable, but in embracing the present moment with acceptance and mindfulness. Inner peace is the first and most profound gift the universe offers to those who open their hearts to it. It is a state of being that transcends the chaos of life, allowing us to find clarity, strength, and tranquility even in the midst of life's storms. The philosophical meaning. The Buddha's teaching on inner peace highlights a truth that many of us forget. Peace is an internal state, independent of external circumstances. Most of us spend our lives chasing external solutions to inner discomfort, seeking happiness through material possessions, relationships, or achievements. But no matter how much we accumulate, peace remains elusive if our minds are constantly restless, anxious, or trapped in regret and worry. The Buddha taught that much of our suffering comes from clinging to the past, clinging to desires for the future, or clinging to the illusion that we can control everything around us. Inner peace arises when we release this clinging and allow ourselves to fully inhabit the present moment. A well-known Buddhist story beautifully illustrates this concept. A monk was once asked how he remained so peaceful amidst life's challenges. He replied with a metaphor, "When a storm rages on the surface of a lake, the water is turbulent, but deep below, the lake is still. The storm cannot disturb its depths." This story teaches us that while the surface of life may be chaotic, we can cultivate a deep inner calm that remains untouched by external storms. Inner peace also requires the acceptance of life's impermanence. Nothing, neither joy nor sorrow, lasts forever. By embracing this truth, we can let go of the fear of loss and the craving for permanence, both of which rob us of our ability to be fully present. Ultimately, inner peace is about trusting the flow of life. It's about understanding that while we cannot always control what happens to us, we can control how we respond. And by responding with mindfulness, compassion, and acceptance, we align ourselves with the natural wisdom of the universe. In the next section, we'll explore real-life examples and simple practices to help you cultivate this priceless gift of inner peace. 2.2 Real-life connection. Inner peace is not just an abstract concept. It is something we can experience in the most ordinary and extraordinary moments of our lives. But how often do we truly allow ourselves to feel it? In our fast-paced modern world, we're constantly bombarded with pressures. Deadlines at work, conflicts in relationships, financial worries, or simply the endless noise of daily life. It can feel like being caught in a relentless storm with no safe harbor in sight. Imagine for a moment being in the middle of such a storm of emotions, challenges, and uncertainty. Perhaps your job is demanding more of you than you can handle. Your family is facing disagreements, or your financial situation feels like a sinking ship. The natural reaction is to panic, to resist, and to desperately try to control everything around you. But what if instead you paused? What if instead of fighting the storm, you allowed yourself to take a deep breath, to step back, and to accept that the storm will eventually pass? This pause, this act of acceptance, is where inner peace begins. It is not about denying the reality of challenges or pretending that they don't exist. It is about finding a calm center within yourself, even as the world around you feels chaotic. A beautiful story from Buddhist teachings illustrates this concept. During a powerful storm, a group of monks sought shelter in their monastery. One of the younger monks was terrified, unable to stop worrying about what might happen if the storm worsened. Meanwhile, the head monk calmly lit a candle and sat quietly in meditation. The younger monk, frustrated by the elder's calmness, asked, "How can you sit in peace when the storm is so fierce?" The head monk replied, "The storm is outside, not within me. I choose not to let it enter my heart." This story reminds us that peace is not about avoiding life's storms, but about how we respond to them. Life will always bring challenges, difficulties at work, conflicts in relationships, financial hardships. But we can choose whether to let those external storms disturb our inner world. In real life, we've all had moments when we experience this type of inner peace, even if only briefly. Perhaps you've been overwhelmed with stress, but then someone offered you a kind word, or you sat quietly in nature, and suddenly everything felt lighter. These moments of calm are a reminder of the peace that already exists within you. Consider a simple example: a parent juggling work and family responsibilities. On some days, they might feel completely overwhelmed, snapping at their children or worrying endlessly about unfinished tasks. But on other days, they might pause, take a breath, and remind themselves that they're doing their best. They focus on the laughter of their children, the joy of small moments, and suddenly, the weight of the day feels lighter. Similarly, think of a person facing financial difficulties. They could spiral into fear and frustration, or they could take a moment to reflect. This is temporary. I have faced challenges before and overcome them. I trust that I will find a way forward. In choosing calm and trust, they allow themselves to think more clearly and take purposeful action rather than being paralyzed by panic. Inner peace does not mean that the problems disappear. The financial difficulties, the work pressures, or the family disagreements may still be there. But by cultivating a sense of calm and acceptance, we create space to respond wisely and effectively instead of being overwhelmed by emotions. The story of the bird sitting peacefully in its nest during a raging storm is another beautiful metaphor for inner peace. The bird does not try to stop the rain or control the wind. It simply trusts that the storm will pass. In the same way, when we trust the natural flow of life and accept its impermanence, we free ourselves from unnecessary suffering. Inner peace allows us to navigate challenges with grace and resilience. It reminds us that, no matter how difficult the circumstances, we are not defined by what happens to us, but by how we choose to respond. In the next section, we'll explore practical methods to cultivate this sense of inner peace in your daily life, so you can remain grounded even amidst life's greatest storms. The gift of inner peace is not something that arrives on its own. It requires conscious effort and practice. The Buddha's teachings provide us with timeless tools to cultivate this peace, even in the midst of life's challenges. By incorporating simple practices into our daily routine, we can create a calm inner center that remains unshaken by the storms of life. 2.3.1 Mindfulness Breathing. One of the simplest yet most powerful tools for cultivating inner peace is mindfulness breathing. By focusing on your breath, you anchor yourself in the present moment, freeing your mind from the distractions of the past and future. Try this practice. Find a quiet space and sit comfortably. Close your eyes and take a slow, deep breath in through your nose. As you inhale, silently say to yourself, I am calm. Exhale slowly through your mouth and silently say, I let go. Repeat this process for a few minutes. With each breath, feel your body relax and your mind quieten. This simple exercise can be done anytime, when you're feeling stressed at work, overwhelmed by responsibilities, or simply in need of a moment of stillness. Over time, it becomes a habit that allows you to reconnect with your inner peace whenever life feels chaotic. 2.3.2 Embrace impermanence. The Buddha taught that all things are impermanent. Both joy and sorrow will pass. Embracing this truth helps us let go of the need to control every situation and frees us from the fear of change. When facing a challenge, remind yourself, this too shall pass. Reflect on past difficulties you've overcome, and remember that life's storms are temporary. Just as dark clouds eventually give way to clear skies, your current struggles will also fade with time. Here's a simple exercise. When you encounter a stressful situation, take a moment to pause. Imagine it as a passing cloud. Remind yourself that the cloud will move on, and the blue sky, your inner peace, will remain untouched. This practice helps you cultivate a mindset of acceptance and resilience, making it easier to navigate life's ups and downs with grace. 2.3.3 Find moments of stillness. In our fast-paced lives, moments of stillness are rare, but essential for cultivating inner peace. Even just a few minutes of quiet reflection can help you reconnect with yourself and find calm amidst the chaos. Try this. Set aside 5 minutes each day to simply be. Turn off your phone, step away from distractions, and sit in silence. You might choose to observe nature, listen to soothing music, or sip a cup of tea mindfully. During this time, focus on the present moment. Notice the sensations in your body, the sounds around you, and the rhythm of your breath. These small moments of stillness act as mini retreats for your mind, giving you the clarity and energy to face the rest of your day with peace. 2.3.4 Practice gratitude for the present moment. Inner peace often comes from appreciating the here and now, rather than dwelling on what's missing or what could go wrong. Gratitude shifts your focus from worry to appreciation, helping you see the beauty in the present moment. At the end of each day, reflect on 3 things you're grateful for. They don't have to be grand. Perhaps it's the warmth of the sun on your face, a kind word from a friend, or the satisfaction of completing a small task. By practicing gratitude regularly, you train your mind to seek out the positive, even during challenging times. This shift in perspective fosters a sense of peace and contentment that carries through your daily life. 2.3.5 Set a daily intention for peace. Before starting your day, take a moment to set an intention. This is a conscious decision to approach your day with calmness and clarity, no matter what challenges arise. Here's how to do it. When you wake up, take a deep breath and silently affirm, today, I choose peace. I will face whatever comes my way with patience and calm. Throughout the day, when you feel stressed or overwhelmed, return to this intention. Use it as a guiding light to bring your focus back to your inner calm. By beginning each day with this mindset, you're more likely to stay grounded and respond to situations with wisdom rather than reactivity. Embracing the gift of inner peace. Inner peace is not something we find outside ourselves. It is a state we create within. By practicing mindfulness breathing, embracing impermanence, seeking moments of stillness, practicing gratitude, and setting daily intentions, you can cultivate a deep and lasting sense of calm. Remember, the storms of life will always come and go, but your inner peace is like the stillness at the depths of the ocean, untouched by the waves above. As you nurture this peace within yourself, you'll find that you're better equipped to face challenges, build meaningful relationships, and live a life filled with clarity and joy. Begin today. Take a deep breath, let go of what you cannot control, and embrace the profound calm that lies within you. The universe is offering you this gift. Open your heart and receive it. 3. The universe's flow of abundance. The second gift. Imagine a river flowing effortlessly through a lush valley, nourishing everything in its path: trees, plants, animals, and people. This river symbolizes the universe's boundless flow of abundance, a constant stream of provision that is always available to us. But much like the river, we must allow ourselves to be open to its gifts, trusting in its natural rhythm. The universe is not indifferent to our needs. It sees our struggles, hears our aspirations, and works quietly to provide us with what we need, often in unexpected ways. This flow of abundance is not limited to material wealth. It also includes emotional fulfillment, spiritual growth, and the strength to overcome challenges. To receive this gift, we must align ourselves with the flow. The Buddha reminds us of the keys to this alignment: gratitude, contentment, and faith. In his teaching, health is the greatest gift, contentment the greatest wealth, faithfulness the best relationship. He points out that true abundance is more than money. It's about well-being, satisfaction with what we have, and cultivating relationships built on trust and kindness. The universe's flow of abundance is always present, but we must learn how to tap into it. It is not about asking for more. It is about recognizing that we already have enough, embracing gratitude, and trusting that the universe will continue to provide. The Buddha's teachings on abundance challenge the materialistic mindset that dominates much of modern life. Many people believe that wealth and success are the result of relentless effort, competition, or even luck. While effort is important, the Buddha teaches that abundance is not something we chase. It is something we attract through the right mindset and actions. Abundance flows naturally to those who live with gratitude and generosity. When we focus on what we have instead of what we lack, we shift our energy from scarcity to abundance. This mental shift aligns us with the universe's flow, opening the door to unexpected blessings. The story of a poor farmer and his cow illustrates this concept beautifully. The farmer lived a simple life with his family, relying on a single cow for milk, which they sold to buy necessities. One day the cow died, and the farmer thought his family was doomed. To his surprise, this forced him to explore new ways to sustain his family. He began farming vegetables and selling them in the market, which eventually brought him far greater prosperity than the cow ever could. The story teaches us that what initially seems like a loss can lead to unexpected abundance if we remain open to possibilities. The universe often works in ways we cannot predict, providing for us in forms we might not expect. Another aspect of abundance is generosity. The Buddha taught that when we share what we have, no matter how little, we create space for more to flow into our lives. This principle, known as dana, giving, reminds us that abundance multiplies when it is shared. Like a flowing river that nourishes the land around it, generosity allows abundance to circulate, benefiting both the giver and the receiver. Faith also plays a critical role in aligning with abundance. Faith doesn't mean blindly hoping for miracles. It means trusting that the universe is working behind the scenes to support us, even when we can't yet see the results. By releasing fear and doubt, we allow ourselves to fully embrace the gifts the universe has to offer. In essence, the flow of abundance is a partnership between ourselves and the universe. When we practice gratitude, generosity, and faith, we align with this flow, ensuring that our needs are met in ways that often surpass our expectations. In the next section, we'll explore real-life examples of how the universe provides in practical ways to align yourself with its abundant flow. 3. The universe's flow of abundance. The second gift. Imagine a river flowing effortlessly through a lush valley, nourishing everything in its path: trees, plants, animals, and people. This river symbolizes the universe's boundless flow of abundance, a constant stream of provision that is always available to us. But much like the river, we must allow ourselves to be open to its gifts, trusting in its natural rhythm. The universe is not indifferent to our needs. It sees our struggles, hears our aspirations, and works quietly to provide us with what we need, often in unexpected ways. This flow of abundance is not limited to material wealth. It also includes emotional fulfillment, spiritual growth, and the strength to overcome challenges. To receive this gift, we must align ourselves with the flow. The Buddha reminds us of the keys to this alignment: gratitude, contentment, and faith. In his teaching, health is the greatest gift, contentment the greatest wealth, faithfulness the best relationship. He points out that true abundance is more than money. It's about well-being, satisfaction with what we have, and cultivating relationships built on trust and kindness. The universe's flow of abundance is always present, but we must learn how to tap into it. It is not about asking for more, it is about recognizing that we already have enough, embracing gratitude, and trusting that the universe will continue to provide. 3.1. The philosophical meaning. The Buddha's teachings on abundance challenge the materialistic mindset that dominates much of modern life. Many people believe that wealth and success are the result of relentless effort, competition, or even luck. While effort is important, the Buddha teaches that abundance is not something we chase. It is something we attract through the right mindset and actions. Abundance flows naturally to those who live with gratitude and generosity. When we focus on what we have instead of what we lack, we shift our energy from scarcity to abundance. This mental shift aligns us with the universe's flow, opening the door to unexpected blessings. The story of a poor farmer and his cow illustrates this concept beautifully. The farmer lived a simple life with his family, relying on a single cow for milk, which they sold to buy necessities. One day the cow died, and the farmer thought his family was doomed. To his surprise, this forced him to explore new ways to sustain his family. He began farming vegetables and selling them in the market, which eventually brought him far greater prosperity than the cow ever could. The story teaches us that what initially seems like a loss can lead to unexpected abundance if we remain open to possibilities. The universe often works in ways we cannot predict, providing for us in forms we might not expect. Another aspect of abundance is generosity. The Buddha taught that when we share what we have, no matter how little, we create space for more to flow into our lives. This principle, known as dana, giving, reminds us that abundance multiplies when it is shared. Like a flowing river that nourishes the land around it, generosity allows abundance to circulate, benefiting both the giver and the receiver. Faith also plays a critical role in aligning with abundance. Faith doesn't mean blindly hoping for miracles. It means trusting that the universe is working behind the scenes to support us, even when we can't yet see the results. By releasing fear and doubt, we allow ourselves to fully embrace the gifts the universe has to offer. In essence, the flow of abundance is a partnership between ourselves and the universe. When we practice gratitude, generosity, and faith, we align with this flow, ensuring that our needs are met in ways that often surpass our expectations. In the next section, we'll explore real-life examples of how the universe provides in practical ways to align yourself with its abundant flow. 3.2. Real-life connection. The universe's flow of abundance is not just a philosophical idea. It is something we can witness in our own lives. Think back to a time when you faced a challenge, particularly in your finances or personal life. Perhaps you felt overwhelmed, unsure of how you were going to make ends meet or resolve a difficult situation, and yet somehow the solution came. Maybe in the form of an unexpected opportunity, the support of a friend, or a sudden insight that helped you move forward. These moments are reminders that the universe is always working to provide for us, often in ways we cannot foresee. Consider the story of Sarah, a small business owner struggling to keep her cafe afloat during a period of low sales. She began to feel hopeless, doubting her ability to turn things around. But instead of letting fear consume her, she decided to shift her perspective. She started focusing on what she could control, building stronger relationships with her regular customers and improving the quality of her menu. Sarah also adopted a mindset of gratitude, reminding herself of the blessings she still had: loyal customers, a supportive family, and the skills she had honed over the years. To her surprise, things started to change. Word-of-mouth recommendations brought in new customers, and a food blogger featured her cafe in an article, causing her sales to skyrocket. Sarah's story illustrates a powerful truth. When we shift our focus from scarcity to gratitude and take positive action, the universe responds by opening doors of abundance. Her cafe's revival wasn't a coincidence. It was the result of aligning her mindset and actions with the natural flow of abundance. We can also find examples of this flow in moments of unexpected generosity. Take the story of a struggling student named Alex, who couldn't afford to pay his tuition fees for the upcoming semester. While contemplating dropping out, Alex received a call from an old mentor who offered him a scholarship without even knowing about his financial troubles. This seemingly miraculous act of generosity was not random. It was the universe's way of providing for Alex when he needed it most. These examples show us that the universe's abundance often comes through unexpected channels, a chance encounter, a kind gesture, or a new idea. The key is to remain open and receptive. Sometimes we are so focused on specific outcomes that we fail to notice the opportunities right in front of us. Another important aspect of abundance is that it multiplies when shared. Imagine someone who receives a bonus at work and decides to donate part of it to a local charity. Not only does this act of generosity benefit the community, but it also creates a sense of fulfillment and gratitude in the giver. In turn, this gratitude attracts even more abundance into their life. This is the law of giving and receiving, as taught by the Buddha through the principle of dana, generosity. By sharing what we have, even when it seems small, we create space for more blessings to flow into our lives. In daily life, abundance might also manifest in subtle ways. Perhaps you find a book at just the right time, offering the exact wisdom you need to solve a problem. Or maybe you reconnect with an old friend who introduces you to a new career opportunity. These moments are not coincidences. They are signs that the universe is always working in the background to guide and support you. The important takeaway is that the universe's abundance isn't just about money or material wealth. It includes emotional support, creative inspiration, and spiritual growth. Abundance comes in many forms, and recognizing it in all its variations helps us appreciate how deeply we are cared for by the universe. By shifting your perspective and trusting in the flow of life, you open yourself to the countless ways abundance can manifest. The universe has an infinite capacity to provide, but it requires us to cultivate gratitude, remain open to unexpected blessings, and trust in its timing. In the next section, we'll discuss practical steps you can take to align yourself with this flow so you can experience the full depth of the universe's generosity in your own life. 3.3 Practical Application. The flow of abundance from the universe is always present, but to fully receive its gifts, we need to cultivate the right mindset and take intentional actions. By practicing gratitude, generosity, and trust, we align ourselves with this flow, allowing it to bring blessings into our lives in ways we may never have imagined. Here are practical ways to connect with the universe's abundance in your everyday life. 3.3.1 Practice gratitude daily. Gratitude is the foundation of abundance. When we focus on what we have rather than what we lack, we shift our mindset from scarcity to sufficiency. This shift opens the door for more blessings to enter our lives. Here's a simple gratitude practice. Every evening, take 5 minutes to reflect on your day and write down 3 things you are grateful for. These could be small joys, like a kind word from a friend, a delicious meal, or even the sunshine on your face. As you write, take a moment to truly feel the gratitude in your heart. This emotional connection amplifies the effect, aligning your energy with abundance. Over time, this practice rewires your mind to notice the positive aspects of life, attracting even more reasons to be thankful. 3.3.2 Embrace generosity. The Buddha taught the principle of dana, the practice of giving, as a way to cultivate abundance. When we give selflessly, we create space for more blessings to flow into our lives. Generosity is not about how much you give, but about the intention behind your giving. Try these small acts of generosity. Donate a portion of your income, no matter how small, to a cause you care about. Offer your time or skills to help someone in need, such as mentoring a colleague or volunteering in your community. Practice everyday kindness, like paying for someone's coffee or leaving a generous tip for good service. When you give with an open heart, you not only make a positive impact on others, but also strengthen your connection to the universe's flow. 3.3.3 Develop faith in the universe. Faith is the bridge that connects us to the flow of abundance. It is the trust that, even when life feels uncertain, the universe is working behind the scenes to provide for us. This trust allows us to let go of fear and focus on what we can control. Here's a simple practice to cultivate faith. When faced with a challenge, repeat to yourself, "The universe always provides. I trust in its timing and wisdom." Reflect on past experiences where the universe provided for you, even when you didn't expect it. Remembering these moments reinforces your belief that everything will work out as it should. Faith doesn't mean sitting idle and waiting for things to happen. It means taking action while trusting that the universe will meet you halfway. 3.3.4. Shift from scarcity to abundance. Thinking, many of us unknowingly operate from a scarcity mindset, focusing on what we lack and fearing there won't be enough. To align with the flow of abundance, we must shift to an abundance mindset, one that believes there is always more than enough for everyone. Try these steps to reframe your thoughts. When you catch yourself worrying about not having enough money, time, or opportunities, pause and ask yourself, what do I already have that I can be grateful for? Replace scarcity-based thoughts like, I'll never have enough money, with affirmations like, money flows to me easily and effortlessly. Surround yourself with people who inspire positivity and abundance. Their energy will help reinforce your own belief in life's endless possibilities. 3.3.5. Take inspired action. The universe's abundance often comes in the form of opportunities, but it's up to us to recognize and act on them. Inspired action means taking steps toward your goals with enthusiasm and trust, knowing that the universe will support your efforts. Here's how to practice inspired action. Set clear intentions for what you want to achieve. Write them down and visualize them as if they've already happened. Be open to unexpected opportunities. Sometimes abundance doesn't arrive in the form we expect, so keep your heart and mind open to new possibilities. Take small, consistent steps toward your goals. Even the smallest actions show the universe that you're ready to receive its blessings. For example, if you're seeking financial abundance, inspired action might include networking to find new opportunities, learning new skills, or managing your current resources wisely. By aligning your actions with your intentions, you signal to the universe that you're prepared to embrace its gifts. 3.3.6. Reflect on abundance in all its forms. Abundance is not limited to material wealth. It also includes emotional, spiritual, and relational richness. Take time to recognize the abundance already present in your life, the love of family and friends, the beauty of nature around you, the skills, knowledge, and creativity you possess. By acknowledging the abundance in all its forms, you deepen your sense of connection to the universe and invite even more blessings into your life. Aligning with the flow of abundance is not about luck or chance. It's about cultivating a mindset of gratitude, practicing generosity, trusting the universe, and taking inspired action. These practices help you recognize that abundance is always available, even in the most challenging times. When you shift your perspective from scarcity to abundance, you'll begin to see opportunities where you once saw obstacles. You'll attract resources, relationships, and experiences that enrich your life in ways you never imagined. Remember, the universe is an infinite source of provision and support, but it responds to your openness and readiness. Take a deep breath, trust the flow, and embrace the boundless abundance waiting for you. 4. Facing challenges. From lessons to opportunities, life is full of challenges, and at times it can feel overwhelming to navigate through them. These moments of difficulty often push us to the edge of our comfort zones, leaving us feeling powerless or defeated. However, through the teachings of the Buddha, we are reminded that challenges are not obstacles to our happiness, but opportunities for growth. The Buddha taught, every obstacle is an opportunity for growth. This simple yet profound wisdom encourages us to see hardships not as punishments or failures, but as the universe's way of shaping us into stronger, wiser, and more compassionate beings. Challenges are like the fire that purifies gold. Through the process of overcoming adversity, we become more resilient and capable of living a meaningful life. 4.1. The philosophical meaning. The philosophy behind this teaching is deeply rooted in the Buddhist understanding of suffering and impermanence. The Buddha's first noble truth states that life is inherently filled with dukkha, suffering, or dissatisfaction. While this may sound discouraging, it is not a pessimistic outlook. It is an invitation to understand suffering as an integral part of the human experience and to use it as a catalyst for transformation. The Buddha encourages us to look at challenges with a sense of curiosity. What is this experience teaching me? How can I grow from it? Instead of resisting difficulties or labeling them as bad, we are invited to embrace them as opportunities to develop strength, patience, and wisdom. A famous Buddhist parable illustrates this beautifully. A farmer's horse runs away, and his neighbors express their sympathy, saying, "What bad luck?" The farmer replies, "Maybe, maybe not." A few days later, the horse returns, bringing several wild horses with it. The neighbors now exclaim, "What great luck!" Again, the farmer replies, "Maybe, maybe not." Later, the farmer's son tries to tame one of the wild horses, falls and breaks his leg. The neighbors once again say, "What bad luck?" But the farmer replies, "Maybe, maybe not." Shortly afterward, a war breaks out, and all able-bodied men in the village are drafted, except for the farmer's son, who is spared because of his injury. This story reminds us that what appears to be a misfortune can often lead to unexpected blessings. Challenges are rarely what they seem on the surface. When we step back and look at the bigger picture, we often find that adversity plays a crucial role in our personal growth and future success. Another key aspect of this teaching is the idea that suffering is a teacher. In difficult times, we often discover strengths we didn't know we had, develop compassion for others who are struggling, and learn valuable lessons that guide us on our path. As the Buddha said, the lotus flower blooms most beautifully from the deepest and thickest mud. Just as the lotus grows in muddy waters, we too can rise above our challenges, emerging stronger and more enlightened. This teaching also reflects the importance of resilience. Challenges test our ability to adapt and persevere, and each time we overcome an obstacle, we build the inner strength needed to face the next one with greater confidence. Over time, this resilience becomes a foundation for lasting peace and happiness, as we learn to trust in our ability to navigate life's ups and downs. In essence, the Buddha's teaching on challenges encourages us to reframe our perspective. Instead of asking, "Why is this happening to me?" we can ask, "What is this experience trying to teach me?" This shift in mindset transforms difficulties into stepping stones, guiding us toward a deeper understanding of ourselves and the world around us. In the next section, we will explore real-life examples of how challenges can become opportunities and practical steps to embrace this mindset in your daily life. Point 4.2, real-life connection challenges are an inevitable part of life. But how we choose to view and respond to them can make all the difference. The Buddha's teaching, every obstacle is an opportunity for growth, comes alive in the everyday struggles we face. Whether it's a failure at work, the end of a relationship, or a health setback, these experiences often feel like insurmountable roadblocks. However, when we take a step back and view these challenges through the lens of growth, they reveal valuable lessons and opportunities for transformation. The power of perspective. Consider the story of Emily, a young professional who lost her job during an economic downturn. Initially, she was overwhelmed by fear and self-doubt, wondering how she would pay her bills or find her footing again. For weeks, she felt stuck, replaying the loss in her mind and blaming herself for what had happened. But one day, Emily decided to shift her perspective. Instead of seeing her unemployment as a failure, she began to view it as an opportunity to reassess her career goals. She realized she had always been passionate about writing, but had never pursued it seriously. With her newfound time, she started a blog to share her ideas and began taking freelance writing jobs. Within a year, Emily had built a new career as a full-time writer, doing work that brought her joy and fulfillment. Emily's story illustrates how reframing a challenge can lead to unexpected growth and success. Losing her job wasn't the end. It was the beginning of a more authentic and rewarding chapter in her life. The role of resilience in relationships. Challenges don't only arise in our professional lives, they often appear in our relationships as well. Imagine a couple going through a period of intense conflict. At first, the arguments seem like signs of incompatibility, and the relationship feels as though it's falling apart. However, if both partners approach the conflict with openness and curiosity, it can become an opportunity to deepen their understanding of each other. By listening with compassion and expressing their needs honestly, they can resolve their differences and build a stronger foundation of trust and intimacy. What initially seemed like a breaking point becomes a turning point, bringing them closer together. This applies to all kinds of relationships, not just romantic ones. Whether it's a friendship, a family connection, or a professional partnership, Conflicts and misunderstandings can serve as opportunities to grow, strengthen bonds, and develop better communication skills. Unexpected lessons from failure. Another powerful example comes from the world of business. Thomas Edison, the inventor of the light bulb, famously said, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." Edison's perspective on failure demonstrates the essence of the Buddhist teaching. Every setback he encountered was not the end, but a necessary step on the path to success. Failures, whether in business or in personal endeavors, often teach us the most important lessons. They show us what doesn't work, push us to think creatively, and build our resilience. Without these so-called failures, we would miss the chance to refine our skills and grow stronger. The growth hidden in everyday struggles. Challenges don't always come in the form of dramatic life events. They often show up in small, everyday struggles. For example, a busy parent may feel overwhelmed by the demands of work and family life, but through this struggle, they learn to manage their time more effectively and prioritize what truly matters. A student preparing for a difficult exam might feel stressed and discouraged, but the process of studying helps them develop discipline and problem-solving skills that will serve them for a lifetime. Even mundane challenges like dealing with a difficult colleague or managing a tight budget can teach us patience, resourcefulness, and the ability to stay calm under pressure. The story of the bamboo tree. A well-known story about growth and patience comes from the bamboo tree. When a bamboo seed is planted, it requires constant care, watering, sunlight, and nourishment. For years, there are no visible signs of growth above the ground. It can seem as though nothing is happening, leading many to give up. But beneath the surface, the bamboo is growing an intricate and strong root system. Then, in its 5th year, the bamboo shoots up and grows nearly 90 feet in just a few weeks. This story reminds us that growth often happens below the surface, invisible to the eye. Challenges can feel like setbacks, but they are actually building the foundation for future success. The bigger picture. When we reflect on the most meaningful achievements or transformations in our lives, they often stem from periods of struggle. It's in these moments that we develop the resilience, creativity, and wisdom needed to move forward. Challenges teach us to be adaptable, to persevere, and to trust in the unfolding of life. They remind us that, just like the lotus flower that blooms from muddy waters, we too can rise above difficulties and emerge stronger and wiser. In the next section, we'll explore practical steps to help you transform challenges into opportunities for growth, so you can face life's obstacles with confidence and clarity. 4.3. Practical application. The Buddha's teaching, "Every obstacle is an opportunity for growth," offers us a profound way to navigate life's challenges. But how can we apply this principle in the midst of real-world struggles? The answer lies in developing practical strategies to transform difficulties into stepping stones for personal growth. By shifting your perspective and taking mindful, intentional action, you can approach challenges with confidence, resilience, and clarity. 4.3.1. Reframe challenges as lessons. The first step to turning obstacles into opportunities is to reframe the way you think about them. Instead of viewing challenges as roadblocks, ask yourself, what is this experience trying to teach me? By looking for the lesson within the difficulty, you can transform feelings of frustration or defeat into curiosity and growth. Action step. When you face a challenge, pause and reflect. What can I learn from this situation? How can I use this experience to grow stronger, wiser, or more compassionate? Is this challenge revealing something about myself or my circumstances that I need to address? For example, if you're struggling with a difficult relationship, the lesson might be about setting boundaries or learning to communicate more effectively. If you failed at a project, the lesson might be about persistence or finding a better approach. Every challenge holds a hidden lesson, and by seeking it, you take the first step toward transformation. 4.3.2. Break challenges into smaller steps. When we face big challenges, it's easy to feel overwhelmed and paralyzed. The key to overcoming these obstacles is to break them down into smaller, more manageable steps. By focusing on one step at a time, you can make steady progress without feeling defeated by the enormity of the task. Action step. Write down the challenge you're facing. Then, list all the small actions you can take to address it. For example, if you're facing financial difficulties, break it down into steps like creating a budget, identifying unnecessary expenses, or exploring additional sources of income. If you're preparing for a major exam, divide your study material into daily goals, rather than trying to tackle everything at once. By taking small, consistent steps, you build momentum and gain confidence, making the challenge feel less daunting. 4.3.3 Practice resilience. Through mindfulness. Mindfulness helps us stay grounded in the present moment, even when life feels chaotic. Instead of letting challenges overwhelm you, mindfulness allows you to respond with clarity and calm. Action. Step. When a challenge arises, take a few moments to breathe deeply. Focus on your breath and repeat a calming affirmation, such as, "I am capable of handling this. This challenge is temporary, and I will grow from it." Mindfulness doesn't solve the challenge itself, but it gives you the emotional stability to face it with strength and composure. Over time, this practice builds resilience, helping you approach future obstacles with greater confidence. 4.3.4 Cultivate patience and trust. Challenges often take time to resolve, and it's easy to feel impatient or frustrated when progress seems slow. The Buddha reminds us of the importance of patience, teaching that growth often happens beneath the surface, even when we can't see it. Action step. When you feel discouraged, reflect on past challenges you've overcome. Remind yourself that progress takes time, and that every small step brings you closer to resolution. Trust in the process and in your ability to navigate the situation. Repeat to yourself, "I trust that this challenge is leading me to growth and greater understanding." Patience is a skill that allows you to remain calm and focused, even in the face of uncertainty. By trusting the natural flow of life, you free yourself from unnecessary stress and worry. 4.3.5 Focus on solutions, not problems. When challenges arise, it's easy to dwell on the problem, replaying it in your mind and feeling stuck. Instead, shift your focus to finding solutions. This proactive approach not only helps you overcome the challenge, but also empowers you to take control of your circumstances. Action step. Ask yourself, what is within my control in this situation? What steps can I take right now to improve it? Who can I turn to for support or advice? For example, if you're dealing with a conflict at work, focus on how you can communicate effectively to resolve the issue, rather than dwelling on feelings of frustration. By focusing on actionable solutions, you move forward with purpose and clarity. 4.3.6 Use challenges to build strength and compassion. Challenges often reveal strengths we didn't know we had. They also deepen our empathy for others who are going through similar struggles. By approaching difficulties with a mindset of growth, you not only improve yourself, but also become a source of support and inspiration for others. Action step. Reflect on how this challenge is helping you grow. Are you becoming more patient, resourceful, or compassionate as a result? Consider how your experience might help others. For example, if you've overcome a financial struggle, you could share your story to encourage others who are in a similar situation. The Buddha teaches that our struggles can be a path to greater compassion and connection. When we use our challenges to uplift others, we transform pain into purpose. The Buddha's teaching that every obstacle is an opportunity for growth offers a powerful framework for approaching life's challenges. By reframing difficulties as lessons, breaking them into manageable steps, practicing mindfulness, cultivating patience, focusing on solutions, and using challenges to build strength and compassion, you can transform even the toughest situations into opportunities for personal and spiritual growth. Remember, challenges are not here to break you. They are here to build you. Each one is a chance to grow stronger, wiser, and more resilient. By embracing this mindset, you align yourself with the natural flow of life, trusting that every obstacle is leading you toward a greater purpose. The next time you face a challenge, pause and remind yourself, this is not a roadblock. It is a stepping stone. I have the strength to overcome it and the wisdom to grow from it. Trust in the process, and you'll find that even the most difficult moments can lead to profound transformation. 5. Living in alignment with the Dharma. The word Dharma in Buddhist teachings refers to the universal truth, the natural order, and the path of righteous living as taught by the Buddha. To live in alignment with the Dharma means living a life rooted in compassion, mindfulness, and ethical principles. It is a path of harmony and purpose, offering not only personal growth, but also a way to contribute to the well-being of the world around us. Living in alignment with the Dharma is not about perfection or following rigid rules. Instead, it is about cultivating awareness and intention in how we think, speak, and act. It means living in a way that reflects our deepest values, honoring both ourselves and the interconnectedness of all beings. By aligning with the Dharma, we create a life filled with inner peace, meaning, and fulfillment. 5.1 The philosophical meaning. At its core, the Dharma provides a framework for navigating the complexities of life with wisdom and compassion. The Buddha taught that all beings are interconnected, and our thoughts, words, and actions ripple outward, affecting not only ourselves, but also the people and world around us. Living in alignment with the Dharma means being mindful of this interconnectedness and choosing to live in ways that promote harmony rather than conflict. One of the central teachings of the Buddha is the Eightfold Path, which serves as a practical guide to living in alignment with the Dharma. This path includes right view, understanding the nature of reality and the Four Noble Truths; right intention, cultivating positive thoughts and motivations; right speech, speaking truthfully and kindly; right action, acting ethically and compassionately; right livelihood, choosing work that benefits rather than harms others; right effort, avoiding harmful states of mind and cultivating wholesome ones; right mindfulness, being fully present in the moment; right concentration, focusing the mind through meditation. By following these principles, we align our lives with the natural flow of the universe, making choices that bring about inner peace and external harmony. A well-known Buddhist story illustrates the importance of living in alignment with the Dharma. There was once a monk who traveled to a village plagued by conflict. Instead of preaching or giving instructions, the monk simply lived among the villagers, embodying the principles of kindness, patience, and mindfulness. Over time, the villagers began to observe and imitate his behavior, resolving their conflicts and creating a more harmonious community. This story teaches us that living in alignment with the Dharma is not about lecturing others or forcing change. Instead, it is about leading by example. When we embody the values of compassion, integrity, and mindfulness, we inspire others to do the same, creating ripples of positive change in the world. Another key aspect of the Dharma is its emphasis on impermanence. The Buddha taught that everything in life, both joy and sorrow, is temporary. By accepting this truth, we can let go of clinging to fleeting pleasures or resisting inevitable change. Living in alignment with the Dharma means embracing impermanence with grace, finding peace in the present moment rather than chasing after what is temporary or outside of our control. The Dharma also reminds us to approach life with humility and gratitude. It teaches us that we are not separate from the world around us, but deeply interconnected with all beings. By recognizing this interdependence, we cultivate a sense of responsibility for how we treat others and the environment. In essence, living in alignment with the Dharma is about choosing to live with awareness, compassion, and a commitment to ethical principles. It is a path that not only leads to personal fulfillment, but also contributes to a more harmonious and compassionate world. In the next section, we'll explore real-life examples and practical steps you can take to incorporate the Dharma into your daily life, making its teachings a natural and transformative part of your journey. 5.2 Practical application. Living in alignment with the Dharma may sound like an abstract concept, but it is deeply practical and accessible. It's not about perfection, but about making conscious, mindful choices that reflect compassion, wisdom, and integrity. By incorporating the principles of the Dharma into your daily life, you can create a sense of balance and purpose while positively influencing the world around you. Below are actionable steps to help you live in harmony with the Dharma. 5.2.1 Practice right view and right intention. Living in alignment with the Dharma begins with your mindset. The way you perceive the world shapes how you think, speak, and act. Right view means understanding the nature of life, including the reality of suffering, impermanence, and interconnectedness. Right intention means cultivating thoughts and motivations rooted in kindness, compassion, and non-attachment. Action steps reflect on interconnectedness. Take a moment each day to recognize how your actions affect others. For example, consider how the food you eat, the products you buy, or the words you speak ripple outward and impact the world. Set daily intentions. Each morning, set a positive intention for the day, such as, "Today I will approach challenges with patience. I will speak kindly to myself and others." By aligning your thoughts with the principles of kindness and compassion, you lay the foundation for living in accordance with the Dharma. 5.2.2 Embrace right speech and right action. The Buddha emphasized the importance of our words and actions. Right speech involves speaking truthfully and kindly, avoiding gossip, harsh words, or unnecessary criticism. Right action calls us to live ethically, treating others with respect and refraining from harm. Action steps. Pause before speaking. Before saying something, ask yourself, is it true? Is it kind? Is it necessary? Practicing this mindfulness helps you avoid reactive or harmful words and ensures that your speech aligns with your values. Act with compassion. Look for opportunities to help others in small but meaningful ways, such as offering a kind gesture, volunteering, or simply listening to someone in need. By being mindful of your words and actions, you create a ripple effect of positivity that uplifts not only yourself but also those around you. 5.2.3 Choose right. Livelihood. Right livelihood involves earning a living in ways that align with ethical principles. This means avoiding work that causes harm to others, animals, or the environment, and seeking opportunities to contribute positively to the world. Action steps. Reflect on your work. Does your job align with your values? If not, consider ways to make small changes, such as incorporating kindness and integrity into your interactions, or exploring long-term opportunities that better reflect your principles. Support ethical businesses. Be mindful of the companies you support with your purchases. Choose products and services from businesses that prioritize sustainability, fairness, and kindness. Living with integrity in your work not only brings a sense of purpose, but also helps create a more compassionate society. 5.2.4 Cultivate right effort and mindfulness. Right effort means avoiding harmful mental states such as anger, jealousy, or greed, while cultivating positive states like patience, gratitude, and joy. Mindfulness helps us stay fully present in the moment, allowing us to respond to life's challenges with clarity and wisdom. Action steps. Practice gratitude. Each evening, write down 3 things you're grateful for. Gratitude helps shift your focus from negativity to appreciation, fostering a sense of contentment and abundance. Develop a mindfulness routine. Spend a few minutes each day meditating or simply sitting quietly. Focus on your breath or observe your thoughts without judgment. This practice helps you stay grounded and reduces reactivity in difficult situations. Mindfulness and right effort go hand in hand, helping you cultivate a calm and balanced state of mind even amidst life's challenges. 5.2.5 Accept impermanence and let go. One of the most profound teachings of the Dharma is the principle of impermanence. Everything in life, joy, sorrow, success, failure, is temporary. By accepting this truth, we can let go of clinging to what we cannot control and embrace life as it is. Action steps. Let go of attachment. When something doesn't go as planned, remind yourself, this too shall pass. Embrace the changes in your life as opportunities to grow rather than resisting them. Simplify your life. Reflect on areas where you might be holding on to things, whether material possessions, grudges, or unrealistic expectations. Gradually let go of what no longer serves you. By practicing non-attachment, you free yourself from unnecessary suffering and create space for peace and contentment. 5.2.6 Inspire others by example. One of the most powerful ways to live in alignment with the Dharma is to lead by example. When you embody kindness, mindfulness, and ethical living, you inspire those around you to do the same. Action steps. Be a source of calm and compassion. In difficult situations, approach others with patience and understanding. Your calm presence can diffuse tension and foster harmony. Share your insights. When appropriate, share the lessons you've learned from the Dharma with friends, family, or colleagues. Focus on inspiring through your actions rather than preaching. Living the Dharma is not about trying to change others, but about being a light that guides them toward their own path of growth and understanding. Incorporating the Dharma into your daily life doesn't require grand gestures or drastic changes. It's about taking small, intentional steps to live with greater awareness, compassion, and integrity. By practicing right view, speech, action, livelihood, effort, and mindfulness, you create a life that is in harmony with the natural flow of the universe. As you walk this path, remember that the Dharma is not just a philosophy, but a way of being. It is a guide to living a life of purpose, peace, and connection. Each day is an opportunity to deepen your practice and bring more light into the world. Start today by asking yourself, how can I align my thoughts, words, and actions with the principles of the Dharma? Through this practice, you'll find not only personal fulfillment, but also the joy of contributing to a more compassionate and harmonious world. The teachings of the Buddha offer us a timeless guide to living a life of purpose, peace, and abundance. Each principle, whether it's understanding the power of our thoughts, cultivating inner peace, embracing the universe's flow of abundance, transforming challenges into opportunities, or aligning with the Dharma, provides us with tools to navigate life with clarity and wisdom. The essence of these teachings is that we are not powerless in the face of life's complexities. The mind is the starting point of everything. When we choose to think positively, live mindfully, and act with compassion, we shape a reality that reflects these values. The universe, in turn, responds to our alignment with abundance, guidance, and blessings. Challenges, though inevitable, are not meant to break us. They are meant to build us. Every setback holds a lesson, every obstacle is an opportunity, and every storm eventually gives way to calm skies. By reframing our struggles as stepping stones to growth, we can approach life with resilience and a sense of purpose. The gift of inner peace, too, is always within our reach. It is not dependent on external circumstances, but arises from the ability to be fully present and to trust the flow of life. With mindfulness, patience, and gratitude, we can create a calm inner sanctuary that allows us to face any situation with grace. Living in alignment with the Dharma is not about perfection, it is about intention. It is about striving each day to embody compassion, mindfulness, and ethical principles in our thoughts, words, and actions. By doing so, we not only cultivate a fulfilling life for ourselves, but also inspire and uplift those around us, contributing to a more harmonious and compassionate world. As you reflect on these teachings, ask yourself, how can I cultivate more positive thoughts today? What steps can I take to bring more peace into my life? How can I align my actions with the values of compassion and kindness? The answers to these questions lie within you, waiting to be discovered. The journey may not always be easy, but it is one of profound transformation. Each step you take toward mindfulness, gratitude, and purposeful living brings you closer to a life of abundance and fulfillment. Remember, the universe is always working in your favor, guiding you through its infinite wisdom and compassion. Trust in this flow, embrace its gifts, and let the teachings of the Buddha illuminate your path. May you walk this journey with an open heart and a calm mind, knowing that peace, abundance, and wisdom are always within your reach. Let these teachings inspire you to create a life that is not only meaningful for yourself, but also a source of light and inspiration for others. If this message resonates with you, share it with those who might need it. Together, let us build a community of compassion, mindfulness, and abundance. And as you continue on this path, may you find joy in the present moment, strength in the face of challenges, and the fulfillment of living in harmony with the universe. Thank you for taking this journey. May your days be filled with peace, your mind with clarity, and your heart with boundless love.